So I heard about this incredible story. Yeah. Do you know about someone called Roger Ver?
Who?
Roger Ver.
Nope.
So basically, this guy was one of the early adopters of Bitcoin, like
Yeah.
way back before people even knew about Bitcoin. In fact, some people even call him Bitcoin Jesus. Like that's
Okay.
how early he was.
Okay.
But this guy, that's why I intelligence or smartness. It's funny. It's a funny thing. It's a funny phenomenon because what happens with it is someone that is supposedly intelligent
Yeah.
or smart will do something, and then you are wondering what the fuck. Like
Because you can't wrap your head around it.
you can't wrap your head around it. How stupid
It looks to you.
how stupid it looks to you,
Yeah.
or how stupid it is, basically. But this guy was one of the early adopters of Bitcoin, and after a while, he was one of those people that supported the fork that happened to Bitcoin that gave birth to Bitcoin Cash. So he went big into Bitcoin Cash.
Yeah.
If he had stood in with his Bitcoin, he would be a billionaire now. He would be like, what maybe 45 billion, based on how much Bitcoin he had from the very beginning. Then you understand. But that's not even the thing. One of the things, the reason why I even started looking into him was yesterday I read this story about a company called CoinFlex. Taking him to court.
Cornflakes, like cornflakes.
Yeah, CoinFlex.
Clever.
Yeah.
Go on.
Taking him to court because he has defaulted on a loan that they gave him. So they gave him 47 million USD, $47 million, so via USDC as loan. They were saying that he has never defaulted before. That's why they gave him the loan. It was on a secure loan, and this is companies in the crypto space are struggling.
So they're trying to get every money back as possible.
So I'm like, who is this guy that they would just give for 7 million unsecured like that? And then I found out that he's the
one of the godfathers.
of Bitcoin. I'm wondering why did he why did he go all in into Bitcoin Cash? Knowing what Bitcoin is and I feel like it's just control. Control is one of the main things that actually pushes people to do a lot of stupid things.
So when you say control, what do you mean?
So Bitcoin cannot be controlled.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of people don't like Bitcoin.
Absolutely.
Yeah, a lot of people that hate Bitcoin at the innate level of their hatred is the lack of control. Like to them, how can this thing be running without someone controlling it? Like why can't it be turned off? Now, to be honest, I don't know a lot about Bitcoin Cash. So someone that is listening to this could tell me, I'm stupid. Bitcoin Cash can't be controlled either. But I don't know a lot about it. I don't care. I don't want to know. You understand?
I think it can be controlled to a certain degree by kind of like expanding how much. It's almost like you can print.
Yeah. So they don't like that. Yeah. A lot of people that tell you. I'm not saying some people from engineering standpoint could come in and say, oh, this wouldn't work. If this was built into Bitcoin, it would have been better. But I feel like 90% of people that attack Bitcoin from an economic standpoint are people that feel like, oh fucking hell, we can't control this thing. Like if things go south, nobody's going to come and bail me out.
Yeah.
And it's something that we can control. I don't want to be part of it. I want something that I can control. And then they peddle their influence, they peddle their reputation, and then build something that they think that they can control. And then use that, and then Bitcoin keeps on becoming Bitcoin and keeps on doing what Bitcoin does.
Absolutely.
Day in, day out.
Yeah.
And it will continue like that in
absolutely.
perpetuity.
I think we as human beings, we are always in the business of terraforming. You know what terraforming is?
No, what's that?
So terraforming is like, let's say, for example, we go to a different planet. We'd want to make it habitable for ourselves. So we kind of like change the environment to suit us. And so we kind of like apply the same, going back into Bitcoins. And the reason why most people are so afraid of Bitcoin is because it cannot be terraformed. We cannot change its economic environment to suit how our fiat system environment is right now.
What the status quo that they are used to.
Yes.
It's like you can't change the monetary policy of Bitcoin.
Exactly.
You can't wake up and say, oh, this is not working. Let's actually do it this way.
The only way you can do it is by hard forking it.
Yeah, and if you fork it, then it's not Bitcoin.
It's not Bitcoin anymore.
Yeah, it's another thing.
Exactly.
Like Bitcoin Cash.
And talking about bailouts, it's crazy because the reason why I even said terraforming, I was looking at FTX, for example, into trying to bail out companies like Voyager.
Yeah, but I think at the core of it, what FTX is trying to do, that guy is gonna be a billionaire times billions if he pulls off what he's trying to pull off. At the core of it, what he's trying to do is just not just bail out. I think he's seeing it as takeover.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Like okay, all of these platforms probably have like up to 200 to 1 million customers.
Yeah.
Bring them on board. That's 2 million. It's like what Facebook did.
Yeah.
With Instagram and
kind of like
and
buy them
WhatsApp.
out.
Yeah. Buy them out. Oh, you have a problem now. We'll sort you out.
Yeah. In exchange for your soul.
In exchange for your soul. So you become you become part of FTX. So I think he's looking at it from a capitalist mindset. So not actually trying to build them out.
So sometimes the way I look at this kind of thing is I look at it from a perspective of, okay, yes, what we're trying to run away from in general is centralization. And why are we running away from centralization? Because we know that in centralization, you have a pyramid, right? And you don't want people at the top controlling because they own majority of tokens or shares in companies to be the ones kind of like directing. We want everything to be like Bitcoin, which it cannot be anyway. Like set it up and let it run by itself. And if it crashes, it crashes. But there'll be no brakes, there'll be no acceleration, it should be automated. And so I'm like, what's this guy? Because he did that with Voyager, but he also did it with BlockFi. He gave BlockFi 250 mil. How much does this guy have, man?
Yeah, I think as of 2020, maybe 2021, it was like 22 billion. But obviously, when someone says, I mean, we and I know that if you are worth like even 5 million, it's not there sitting in your account to be able to utilize.
Absolutely.
So there must be a source where he's able to collateralize whatever he's worth. And those people believe in him so much so that they're willing to give him cash or some of these deals. I mean, to really talk about it, we need to go deep into the deals that he's done.
Yeah.
Understand and see exactly how it's structured.
Yeah.
Are they paying cash?
Yeah.
Are they what are they actually doing?
Yeah.
What does he actually entail?
Yeah.
And then who is actually backing him?
Yeah.
Who is backing him?
Exactly. Who's backing him?
Yeah, who is backing him? Funny enough, his name is Backman, right?
Backman Fried.
It's Sanfried Backman.
Backman
SFB.
Fried. I'm like, it's like anyone that has a bank in his name, you have to you have to look at him twice.
Yeah.
It's crazy because
yeah, so I get what you're saying about running away from centralized systems, and then it seems that's where we are heading
back into again.
Yeah, but I think why that is so is because of all these other shit coins.
Yeah,
like 90% of these shit coins are securities. In fact, Gensler, who is the SEC, I think I don't want to say president, I think chairman or something.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what it's called, but Gensler or Gensler, depending on how you want to pronounce your G. The guy came out and was saying that that he believes, according to his opinion, that Bitcoin is the only property, commodity, crypto out there.
I think when did this about last week? 2
or 3 days ago.
Yeah. I heard him.
Yeah, that every other crypto is more of a security.
Yes.
So if you have a security, if all of these things are more of a security, then there needs to be a bailout.
Yeah.
It needs to be centralized.
Yeah.
Someone will wake up and say, oh, what is it called? This other crypto platform, the one that they have a lot of NFTs on. Not Ethereum. The new
Polkadot.
one. Not Polkadot. The one that is super fast, that's supposedly super fast. Remember the one that's on? It's on that one that they built. The
Solana.
Solana. Yeah, something like Solana. And they turn off and turn on, turn off and turn on, turn off and turn on. Like, oh, we are turning off. Like, what the fuck is going on? And but then, my again, it goes into the problem that we always have with society, with big society, is do not lie to the people. Like the fact that people are being deceived, and there are some people that are smart enough to deceptively use certain words, to connote something that is not there, and then use it to lie to people, is where I have a problem. Because there's nothing that stops them from coming out and say Solana is not fully decentralized.
Yeah.
Just say it.
Yeah.
Let everybody know. Because a lot of people, you tell them, because I don't own a Solana-like platform.
Yeah.
So when I go to people and tell them, it's only Bitcoin that's really decentralized, Solana is not. They're like, what do you know? Because they've been brainwashed to believe that they are playing on a decentralized field, whereas they are not.
Yeah.
If someone can work, so that's like a database.
If someone can control whatever, if someone can control a system, it is not centralized.
It's not centralized.
Straight away.
It's not decentralized, rather. So they wake up and they will be like, the system is overloaded. We are shutting it off for some time. What the fuck?
Yeah.
So I think as far as we keep on moving towards all these centralized shitcoins, bailout will be
it's
common
going to be
thing.
Part of
it's going to be part of the
crypto,
system. Yeah,
part of the crypto space.
Yeah, part of the crypto space. And it's funny, I think on Sunday I had an argument with someone. The person actually blocked me. Funny enough, after we argued, so someone made a post that said something like that everything, all of these fintech new, because if you go to Africa in particular, a lot of fintech companies are springing up. In fact, I know someone that I actually have close relationship with that is actually building a new fintech thingy in Nigeria that would help people to be able to use their card. And like, all of these things are already on the flipping Bitcoin Lightning Network.
Yeah.
Just find a way to build something like a stable coin system on the Lightning Network, and then you have your problem solved. Yeah. Like, there's no need to go and keep on building on a system that has already failed and that already subjugated people and kept us in subservience. Now, when I use these words here, someone in somewhere like California, San Jose, that is comfortable with their life will be like, what's this guy talking about? You really need to understand how the American Western system is actually keeping people poor by actually visiting people that are actually poor and understanding why are they poor. Why is it that okay, even if they have corrupt leaders, but the simpler things that they get, the smaller things that they get, they can't even manage it because of the fact that inflation is not even controlled by them and all of those things. So you need to see those things. So I was saying that, look, this thing can be built. Somebody made a post, actually, not me. Somebody made a post that these things can be built on the Bitcoin Lightning Network. Yeah. There's no people are just wasting their time and building new things. Yeah. So I quoted the post and said something like, "Tell this to our friends that is building the new fintech platform that will solve the problem that the already existing fintech platforms are already solving." So the one guy that I thought we aligned in our thoughts before came in and attacked my post. He was like, nah, that Bitcoin does not do it. It's only people that are in the Bitcoin community that understands Bitcoin. And I was like, look, yes,
fair point,
but you actually need to actually look into it. You can't. I asked him, have you used the Lightning Network before? He couldn't answer that. Yeah. Have you ever used Lightning Network before? Yeah. He couldn't answer that, because if you've used Lightning Network before, you know that if you actually understand how money works, like if somebody is sending money from Nigeria to the UK, goes through the SWIFT system, takes time, they take a lot of money. By the time it gets to you, it's peanuts.
Yeah, of course.
Lightning Network, click button, boom, is there.
Hemorrhaging money. I think the problem
why is it that when Twitter wanted to add remittance to the system, why is it that they added Lightning Network? Like on Twitter now, you can tip people. You can tip people anywhere in the world via the Lightning Network. So far, they put it on their profile. You can just click it, tip them dollars, and that's actually this problem that he's highlighting has been solved. Has been solved. It's on the Lightning. It's on Twitter already, where we are having our arguments. I don't even know why I should have used it. Yeah, because I should have told him, look, put the tipping thing on Twitter. Use it and see how it works. Because actually, when the person gets to that,
did you say he blocked you?
Yeah, he blocked me. He blocked me. I was laughing. I called my girlfriend. I was like telling her, look, I think I've reached the peak Bitcoin maxi. I'm not getting blocked by a shitcoiner. Because actually why he blocked me was, let me finish the story. So after we had the argument, I said some things, he said something. It wasn't bad. It was more of me just saying, proving my point. Then he made a post. He made a post where he said that he would have been a millionaire if he was not listening to Bitcoin maxis. Like he was saying, don't listen to Bitcoin. That was an indirect.
That was targeted to you.
Yeah, that was an indirect distance to me.
Yeah.
And he even finished it. Even finished it with, there are so many maxis on this platform, and don't listen to them. Blah blah blah. He made the post. He knew I was gonna see the post.
Yeah.
He should have written it. Whatever I wanted to say, should have written it as a reply.
It's just between you two.
Yeah, because we were going back and forth, sharing ideas. So I was like, okay, fine, I can play this game too. So I made a post.
Oh,
I can be petty. I made a post. I was like, the foolishness of people that got into crypto and Bitcoin because they feel like they're going to become a millionaire overnight. Bitcoin is not a get rich quick scheme. And then what will happen is 3 years down the line, they've lost all their money in shitcoins. They're not yet a millionaire. They are hungrier and they are poorer. I think I ended it with something I can't remember.
Yeah.
And then he blocked me. Because I knew he saw that post. Post.
Man.
I called him foolish indirectly. To me, it's just a laugh. It could be. Am I gonna be alive for the next 150 years? Maybe through cryology or something. Mm-hmm. I'll keep I'll keep myself or whatever.
You keep your consciousness.
Yeah, or maybe another system that they would develop. That I think quantum computing. They made a massive leap. I was reading something yesterday about quantum computing. Yeah. So which would be an attack on Bitcoin, but then again, Bitcoin system would actually upgrade to the quantum thing, which would make it difficult again. But let's not get into that.
Yeah.
So I might be wrong in all of these things that I'm saying, but it just makes economic sense to start looking at the world from the lens of Bitcoin.
When we look at, when we look at what is happening in the crypto space, we can clearly see that most of these issues are actually caused by shitcoins.
All of them are most of them. All of them are caused by shitcoins.
Yeah, because when I look at it, not once have I actually seen an issue coming from
Bitcoin itself. Because Bitcoin is not controlled by anybody. Yeah. Everything that has been happening is people.
Everything is shitcoins. When you look at, we spoke about Celsius and
Celsius because they put a lot of their decision into the Ethereum stake system. It did not work. Now they are in debt. Now they don't want people to take their money.
And then when you look at
Luna
3AC.
Yeah, 3AC.
3AC invested a lot of money into Terra Luna. And then when you look at Voyager, it's the same thing. Voyager also said 3AC also owes me money. And so it's so crazy how you have all these hedge funds and they're all interconnected. And when you look at the root of it all, they're all connected to shitcoins.
Yeah, they're all connected to shitcoins.
Yeah.
I think it's Luna that made the attempt to try to get Bitcoin involved in their shenanigans.
Yeah.
When the guy said that he was going to buy $10 billion worth of Bitcoin, good for him. But obviously, unfortunately for him, his system, his loop, his infinite loop system that he built to use under the UST did not work, and then that actually caused Bitcoin to crash. And then unfortunately, all of the other stuff are looking at Bitcoin. It's like you're looking at your daddy. Your daddy is about to get killed. For example, are you gonna stand there and get killed? You run away,
of course.
And then obviously people start panicking, and people are like, oh shit. Everything is going down. People start getting liquidated because a lot of people are using leverage. So the leveraged ones get liquidated, and then the once they're getting liquidated, more leverage people are getting liquidated, like the smaller leverage ones.
Exactly. So it's like a domino effect. Cascading effect.
Cascading effect.
Yeah.
So
it's crazy because that's what I said. I feel like we're witnessing what happened to the Wall Street in 2008 in the crypto space. And that's how I'm looking at it, because I'm looking at it from companies or hedge funds over leveraging their lendings, and then or their loans rather, and so it's like it's collapsing. Do you know what I mean? Because that's what happened in 2008
Yeah.
with Wall Street banks.
Yeah.
You know, and so we are seeing the same thing in the crypto space where people are actually, getting greedy.
Yeah.
They're getting greedy, leveraging, taking out loans, and loans that they'll take out the loans and go and invest into smaller shitty coins projects.
Exactly, because they want ownership.
Yeah.
And they want control.
They want control over these
They want control because if someone...
So maybe you're actually 100% right. Maybe it goes back to...
It's control. There's an innate desire to control something. And Bitcoin does not allow...
control it, it becomes a problem.
Yes, Bitcoin does not allow you to control something. Bitcoin allows you to own something that is infinitely and in perpetuity yours.
Yeah.
You understand? That's what he wants you to do. But then you can't come in and say, since we are rich now, let's turn off Bitcoin on this side. Even if countries ban Bitcoin mining, what will happen is they will move to other countries that will accept them, and those countries those places will start flourishing.
Yeah.
So even the mining system, miners who are supposed to be the ones that have some sort of control, don't actually have control.
No, nobody does.
You understand? So that is what pissing these people off. That is why they will take loans. Either of them to look at something that is real, i.e. Bitcoin. In fact, they're even better off buying properties. They will take it and go and start a new shitcoin thing.
Which is crazy because...
So it's fraud. They're running frauds.
That's exactly what it is. When you look at...
Unless if they're saying that they are so dumb that they don't know. I don't want to believe that all of this. This is why I started by saying...
You can't use that as an excuse.
This is why...
You can't use ignorance as an excuse.
Exactly. But this is why I started saying that, why do seemingly smart people seem to not know? You remember what I said? Why does it seem that they don't know?
Smartness and intelligence, it always boils to one thing. Nobody knows it all, right?
Yeah.
And when I say nobody knows it all, it's within your smartness. Remember yesterday, I think we had a conversation and we said, okay, what is absolute truth? There's no such thing as absolute truth. As long as you're a person, right, your intelligence and your smartness will always have a limit, and you would always think, we're talking about the one that started off with Bitcoin and then moved into Bitcoin Cash. With all his intelligence, with all his smartness, why did he make such a decision? Because his knowledge and his smartness and his intelligence will be limited, and it will also be, and he will have his own bias. He will have his own internal conflict where he will be thinking, okay, maybe I don't understand Bitcoin, but maybe these guys might be right, because the guys that also hard forked Bitcoin, they're not necessarily stupid either. You have to be intelligent enough to kind of say, okay, I want to hard fork this one, and these are my reasons why I'm doing this. Do you know what I mean? So intelligent people will always fuck up, and intelligent people will always make mistakes. The fact that they're intelligent doesn't make them all-knowing. Do you get what I'm trying to say? That's how I see it. Just the same way. We're talking about people that have PhDs. They might have PhDs in medicine. And because they have PhDs, if they talk about Bitcoin, they're intelligent, but their intelligence is limited to their field, which is medicine. But because they hold a title, as a doctor, so whatever they say, we deem whatever they say gold.
Yeah, I don't, but the society does.
Society does. You get what I'm trying to say? So that's how I see it. I see it like that. People, when we look into the Bitcoin space right now, it's like we saw something and we're like, okay, this actually works. It works perfectly. But no, we said, okay, you know what? This works perfectly, but it works maybe too perfect. So let's create something else. You know. And then look at the amount of problems it's causing. How many people have lost so much money?
Imagine if Vitalik Buterin, the guy that started the Ethereum, imagine if he, at the age of 19, by the way, that's how smart and how early he was into this. Imagine if he had bent down and, okay, what are the things that Bitcoin can do today?
Yeah.
How can we, imagine if he had focused on Bitcoin, where we would be?
Yeah, and he had built what he's built, Ethereum, but he's built it on Bitcoin.
That's what I'm saying. Imagine if he had done that. But again, it boils down to control.
Yeah.
That's why he's moving to proof of stake. Because proof of stake is the epitome of control.
Yeah. And that's one thing I don't like. Proof of stakes, because proof of stake means that there are some people. The deeper your pocket, the more you can control.
Exactly.
And I don't like that. I don't want a system that is controlled whereby we're already in that kind of system now.
Yeah.
Do you come to what I say? We're already in a dollar system now,
and
where when dollars are printed, the first people that get to touch the first printed dollars are the ones that will experience the best of it.
the farther away you are from the
further you
printing
are,
press, the
exactly.
poorer you are.
Do you understand what
poorer
I say?
you
So
are.
I don't want to have that. There's a reason why I jumped into Bitcoin. I jumped into Bitcoin because I'm sick and tired of people trying to control my money and controlling the value I have in my pocket. I have $10,000 in my pocket, and then all of a sudden these guys are like, nah, why should they have $10,000? And then I'm gonna decrease. I don't like that. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I like something that is controlled. I like Bitcoin because it's actually controlled by the people. And when I say by the people, I mean by free market.
By human action.
By free market.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's a free market. This is a proper definition of a free market where, the value of it will increase based on how you and I interact, not by a third party at the top that is saying, no, do you know what? Today, I think we need to intervene with Bitcoin because Bitcoin at the moment, the supply is too low. So maybe we should increase the supply. We don't have that. These are all, the value of Bitcoin, it's peer-to-peer. So basically, how I interact with you is what will increase or decrease the value of Bitcoin.
What do you,
that.
Yeah, so let's move into Voyager now.
Yeah.
What do you know about the Voyager saga, the whole conundrum?
Well, so far, what I do know is the fact that
And 3AC, how are they all linked? I think you mentioned before.
Again, we go back to over leveraging.
Yeah.
And then also investing into 3AC, which
Voyager now invested into 3AC.
And then 3AC also invested most of their capital into Luna. So it's like you have again the domino effect. Luna is collapsing automatically.
Luna has
collapsed. Collapsed.
All their new Luna and Luna 2 thing is a
Luna
joke.
is dead. They're done, right? Automatically, that will affect 3AC. So now 3AC and Celsius. So these companies, they're all interlinked. This is how crazy this shit is. There's an affiliation between Voyager and Celsius. There's a track record of how much money they've sent, obviously Bitcoins and stuff like that, to Celsius. And then you have also another affiliation between Celsius and 3AC. All of these two companies that you're affiliated with have failed. So what do you think is going to happen to you? Do you know what I mean? And then also we are in a bearish market at the moment. So all these companies like
this is
Voyager,
this is basically a case of the fact that apart from Luna being a total sham and being a total fuck up, all these other companies, more of the fact they're failing because new money is not coming in.
Yep.
That's exactly what's going on. They're failing because new money is not coming in. Which if you don't understand if you've never read about banking, you probably be like, Ponzi. It is Ponzi, but banking is Ponzi.
Yeah.
Every sort of banking is Ponzi.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna get bailed out with new money, from SBF. And then they will survive, and nobody will, they'll be looked at smart people that knows how to handle money. Whereas if they don't get bailed out, they will go to jail. They will go to court, and they will be, everything.
Because that's when they are properly audited.
Yeah.
When you're unable to get
because I feel
bailout, you get audited and find out, okay, why is this money here? Why is this money there? Why is this money not here? Where did you move this money to? And all
exactly.
That kind of
what did you promise people, and what happened? This is not making sense to me because the market is down. People want to withdraw their money. They are scared, and then a lot of people they had a bank run basically.
Yeah.
A lot of people want to withdraw their money. There's a bank run. Well, we can't, because if you do that all at the same time, we are done and dusted.
Yeah.
However, if we can tell you that we are stopping withdrawal, and it's funny, they're probably all under investigation now.
Yeah.
But then it's funny because depending on how they are set up, normally crypto is not being is not it's not heavily regulated.
Yes.
Like the normal centralized finance.
Yeah.
You know, it's not. Funny enough, they all call themselves DeFi. They're not
But they're not
DeFi.
DeFi.
They are CeFi.
Yeah. They're all CeFi. I'm telling you. That's what I'm saying. They're all CeFi.
Yeah.
You know, it's so silly because, you know, when the regulators come, the first people they will target is the DeFi, which they say DeFi, but obviously CeFi, because they are the easiest to kind of like catch out. Do you know what I mean? They're the people, because once it's not centralized anymore, decentralized anymore, and it's centralized, right? Then we can actually approach the people and say, okay, let's audit you. Let's see what going. Let's see why you're unable. Why you stopping people from withdrawing their money? You know why? And it's so funny because we all know that some of these companies, the owners, the founders, a lot of them actually believe in Bitcoin because all of them, when you look at their treasury, they own Bitcoins. And they own Bitcoins as their stabilizer. Do you know what I mean? When all fails, we will liquidate our Bitcoins.
Yeah.
So if you know what Bitcoin can do,
why didn't you start from there?
Why don't you start from there?
I'm built on there.
We are going back into the same scenario we have in our economy where we are building things that are of no value.
You're building on quicksand.
Yeah. We are building things that are of no value. Things that we know, okay, it will definitely have a life cycle of maybe 6 years, 7 years. Most of these companies have not even lasted more than 15 years.
It's greediness, Mackenzie. It's greediness. It's greediness and that control. Ego, greedy, and control.
Yeah.
Ego, obviously, and control goes in pari passu. So it's greediness, you know, because they've already done scenarios to scenario analysis, and they're like, okay, these are a number of people. If everything continues like this, then in 4 years' time, we're all going to be billionaires.
Yeah.
You know, it's greediness.
And but then also, what is also worrying is how sheepish mentality we have. Do you know what I mean? How sheepish mentality we have, where a lot of people are unable to kind of like think for themselves. It's very easy. It's like it's very easy to kind of like look at a group of people and say, okay, this group of people, I can conquer them just because maybe you might just be a little bit smarter than them, and kind of like create a facade of okay what their life could be, and create everything. Because when you look at shitcoin, the reason why a lot of people flock to shitcoin is out of desperation, number one, because people want to just be wealthy. People are tired of not having money in their pocket. And so the whole idea of, okay, I can put 200 pounds, or I've seen someone that put 800 pounds and then they put $800, and then within 6 months they've received $800,000. You know,
I wish it was me.
I wish it was me too, guy. You know, it creates, again, it's the same thing that we have in the real life. You know, in our real life environment, where people will go to these Ponzi schemes, and network marketing, and then
MLMs.
Yes,
multi-level marketing.
You know, within 6 months you can be on this level. Within 7 months you can be on this level. If you force, you can be. So it's the same mentality that we are jumping into cryptos, where people come in again and they think, okay, you know what, it's a quick rich scheme. You know,
that's why I said what I said, because
people are getting scammed.
Yeah,
people are getting scammed.
That's why I told the guy what I told him. Like, I'm like, it's foolishness. Like, a lot of people wake up and they are like, oh, we want to do this.
Too late.
Yeah, but it's too late.
It's too late because right now, for example,
I believe
with what Voyager is going through,
yeah.
The question now would be, are you going to get your money back?
They might, you know, but it's going to take a long time.
Well, FTX is trying to bail them out anyway. I'll always say it's a bailout. Do you know what I call a bailout? When a company fails as a company and needs hand to kind of like revive them, to me it's a bailout.
Yeah, it is. No, you're not wrong. You know, but I'm telling you, like, for me, if I was SBF, what would I be thinking? I
wouldn't even invest. If I was FTX, I would not want to buy into a failed company. Why would I?
It depends. You know why they failed. Why they are failing is market is down, they're not getting new customers, but they already have existing customers. You understand?
Yeah.
If I can service those existing customers, those existing customers become mine.
Yeah.
That actually grows my pot, because when the market returns back, which we all know is going to happen, I'm going to boom again.
Fair enough.
That's what I'm saying. He's looking at it from a capitalist standpoint. Like, okay, I'm going to
buy them just
buy
the
all
same
of
way
this.
we are saying let's buy Bitcoin, whilst Bitcoin at the moment is a little bit down.
Exactly. It's like he's buying those things for cheap. They are desperate.
Yeah. So
You know, they're desperate. How much money
in
do they need? Do you think 2 years ago, 1 year ago, that he will be telling them, "I'll give you 1 billion"? It won't be. I don't know the money is. You know, I don't know how much he's about to buy these companies, but I'm just using 1 billion. Most of them will be saying, "Nah, we are comfortable." You know, if you want to even start talking, let's start from 10.
Yeah.
But now, most of them are desperate because
and now it's in the millions instead of the bills.
Yeah, because some of the founders are potentially could go to jail. You know, if all hell break loose, which you know, it's already happening. So if you can bail them out, Voyager will say, "Yeah, we got a deal. We paid off all our clients. Our clients are good." And they won't go to jail.
So
they can be absorbed into FTX.
Then the question would now be, okay, at the moment we don't know how when this winter is going to end.
Yeah.
Right? Do you have an idea of when you reckon it's going to end?
Yeah, so if you're looking
with
at
everything, with all these economic factors that's happening right now,
yeah,
do you have an idea?
So I think what we are going to see is towards the end of the year. The Feds are going to be wary of increasing interest rates. So they're going to reduce interest rates. The market will jump up. Boom. You understand? So, but it will be like kind of a temporary respite, you know, before the whole thing. And then next year, we'll enter another winter again, like a proper winter, you know, that will be about the Feds not moving because they will be so confused to move.
Yeah.
But then later on, they will be left with... Because if you look at fundamentally,
yeah,
it is impossible for the U.S., for the Federal Reserve to keep increasing rates.
How? But yeah, actually, that's facts.
They can't.
Yeah.
Like they actually push to the wall. They can't. Everybody thinks, oh, it's just increase interest rates and then we can control inflation. I don't think we are fucked. They are fucked already.
We've gone beyond control.
Yeah, it's gone beyond control.
Yeah,
it can't be controlled
inflation is
anymore.
on rampage now.
So when things start happening, what could happen is, okay, maybe they don't increase rates, maybe they don't increase it, or maybe they don't reduce rates or anything like that.
Yeah.
But then you start seeing people getting. I mean, just yesterday, California, just a state in the US, they are playing. They are going through the idea of thinking about giving every Californian $4,000 US. You know, that's a bailout.
Yeah.
Where's that money coming from?
Printing.
Yeah, so probably California can't print, but then California is also a resource-rich state.
Yeah.
So eventually, that money will be replaced with printed money. You know.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of stuff I'm looking at will happen. So because remember after 2008, that's when we started hearing the word quantitative easing.
Yeah.
That word did not exist before. It only came about after 20. So they are going to rename printing to something else.
So that it will confuse the people again.
They have to find a new terminology that they are going to be using. Quantitative easing was something that obviously started in Japan.
Yeah.
You know, and nobody was talking about it here. So, but then found out, okay, people are not really, this terminology is not really something that people understand. Quantitative easing at the core of it is just money print. Put it in the market, in the public. So
they come in and they do their speech and then add the words.
They shroud it with these big words. So to answer your question, I think the market is going to recover when the market notice or start noticing that, okay, it's not really money printing, it's not really bailouts, but people are in the UK, energy crisis, cost of living help that they are handing out to everybody.
It's printing.
It's money printing.
Yeah.
You know, eventually, it's money printing.
Where
did they generate it from?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what's going to happen. And market is going to wake up and realize that everything is going to shoot up again.
The reason why I was even asking that question in the first place is because of obviously some banks fried.
SBF. Let's say SBF.
Yeah. Because of him. I feel like most of these companies, we are now getting to understand that they have skeleton in their closets. And I feel like, okay, right now, yes, it might be a capitalist move, right? But how long would, because these are all loans that he's giving out, right?
Is he giving it as loans?
He's giving it out as loans.
Really?
Yeah, they're loans.
I thought he was buying them. He's buying them out.
No. These are
Okay,
loans.
if he's actually giving them loan, then I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a model that he's working with that
these are all loans. But again, guys, I'll recheck it again.
Yeah, what I saw
loans.
was that he was taking over, like FTS will take over, that kind of stuff, which is buying out.
To what I read, it's loans. To what I read, but and the way I'm looking at it is, I'm looking at it as, okay, these companies have failed. We are still in winter, right? Sooner or later, we will now he would be on a pedestal again, and we're going to look at him and we're going to examine him and have a conversation about him. And
he will be the problem now.
He will be the problem, and we'll be like, okay, what kind of skeletons have we found in this closet? That's how I'm looking at it. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, I don't want. It's not like we are looking for downfall of companies. I'm not looking for downfall of companies, because this means that anytime a company fails, like Celsius, 3AC,
it's not good for the entire crypto space.
It's not good for the crypto space, but it's also not good for people. I can only put myself in people's shoes and say how many people have tanked their retirement,
their savings,
and retirement savings into projects like Luna, and into investing into 3ACs.
I think KSI lost 1.3 million.
Yeah.
You know KSI, the YouTuber?
Yeah.
You don't know him?
No, I don't think I know.
Yeah, I don't think you know him. But KSI lost like 1.3 million.
So do you know what I'm trying to say? This is setback. It's almost like while you're losing value in your dollar, you're also losing money in crypto space, which allegedly it was supposed to be designed, or it is designed, right, to be deflationary.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway.
Yeah. So I think we just have to wait and see as a lot of all of these things unfold.
Yeah.
We are going to keep on looking at, examining what's going on. I'll look into what you just told me, because I actually believe that he was buying them out. But if it's a loan,
yeah. So on the next,
that could be problematic.
In our next episode, we can maybe start off by saying, okay, was it really a loan, or was
I'll find out. Yeah, let's find out, so that in the next episode we can talk about what exactly
took place.
Is he planning to do?
Yeah.
Or is he already doing?
So maybe we can talk about FTX and see what's up.
Yeah.
Let's
how
talk about FTX.
How he started.
Yeah.
I'm not really excited about him. I think he's a shitcoin, but we can talk about it.
Well, right now he's playing a game. I want to know what kind of game he's playing.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you guys for listening. And do you have anything to tell our friends?
Yeah. Have an amazing day. Peace.
Bye, guys.